Welcome to this edition of the Forum. I'm your host, Sheila Evans. Here on the Forum, we highlight interesting and important achievements, programs, and events within our school system and community. Today's show is no exception. Things get underway with Steve Spain. He is the Executive Director of the Cape Fear Habitat for Humanity. The Wrightsville Beach Turkey Trot is quickly approaching, and he will share all the details. Then we meet with Lucy Vasquez, Director of Amigos International. She has the information on this year's annual Festival Latino event. It's family fun, culture, and event you won't want to miss. And finally, Carolyn DeGramond, the school social worker at Miraval Elementary, joins us. She will tell us about the fantastic partnership the school has formed with North Baptist Church. It's another great edition of the Forum, so stick around. We'll get right back with our guests after this short break.
Start your day with New Hanover County Schools, The Morning Show. This Rise and Shine program will put a smile on your face and a spring in your step. Best of all, you'll start the day a little smarter, knowing more about our district leaders and teachers, discovering new frontiers in science and technology, and getting the latest school news from across the district. New Hanover County Schools, The Morning Show, educating all viewers to achieve today and tomorrow in a global community. Only on this channel.
I am joined by Steve Spain. He's the Executive Director for Cape Fear Habitat for Humanity, and we're here today to talk about the 2017 Turkey Trot. So tell us about the Turkey Trot.
Well, the Turkey Trot's a 5K run or a 1K walk at the Loop in Wrightsville Beach. We've done it, this will be our 13th year.
Woo.
And it takes place on Thanksgiving morning. So it's a great way to get out of the house, maybe, while other people are doing all the hard work of cooking, and then come back and say, oh, I've been out running for charity, feed me, feed
there you go.
me.
And it's pretty popular, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it is. We had just about 2,700 people came out last year, and we're pushing to see if we can break that 3,000 mark this year.
And a lot of families all come together.
Yep, it's a great family day because the walk is at your pace. We have strollers. I think I saw last year a dog pulling a stroller, a sort of...
That's kind of cool.
Iditarod version of the Turkey Trot.
Yeah. How much does it cost to participate?
Well, if you're going to race and be serious, it's $40 for the 5K, and that'll include a t-shirt and various other amenities. Mm-hmm. It's $20 for the 1K walk, and then there's special pricing if you're a larger group, a family, or just a group of friends. And children under 5 are free for the walk, and I think half price for the 5K if they want to get their time.
And do you feel like the race is geared to anyone in particular?
Wow, no, it's open just to everybody. I mean, a lot of people choose it as a time to have fun. They dress up in costumes. We've had groups come as Thanksgiving dinner, where one's the potatoes, one's the turkey, things like that. So a lot of people just use it as a time to have a lot of fun. And then there's some very serious runners who run the Loop and want to have a properly timed and official 5K race there.
I can remember 2 years ago I saw a guy dressed up as a pilgrim, and he was running in dress shoes.
With the big buckles?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow.
I don't know if it was the same one, but I remember a couple where the man was a pilgrim and his spouse was an Indian. And I remember thinking, don't trust that guy.
There you go. And there are costume contests?
Yes, yeah. So we do have a contest to award the most creative contests in all different categories for groups and
you might see the whole family dressed up as a meal, or like I said, the pilgrim, and I think there's a female with him, but it's a whole lot of fun to see a lot of that out there.
Yeah, and some of it is just, I can't tell you what they were dressed as, but it was fun. And we usually have one of our board members comes out dressed in a big turkey suit, and
Gotcha.
I don't know who the sacrificial turkey is this year yet. I'm still working on it.
And I find it to be very social. You said
yeah.
2,500 people, but it's we've had really good weather at least the past 2 years that I can recall. And just what a great way to start your Thanksgiving day.
Oh, it is. Everyone, you mill about for quite a while as the registration, and everyone's getting ready, to start off. And most people bring some friends and fans to cheer them on. So it's a really great social opportunity. There's usually coffee and donuts and water and things to get people started.
Right.
And that's where you can tell the serious runners, because they stay away from the donuts.
So you can burn some calories before you go
That's
and eat
right.
your Thanksgiving dinner. So obviously this is a fundraiser for Habitat. Kind of tell us how that works.
Well, it started out as an event and a way to raise money, and then we realized as it grew bigger that we could actually connect it up to a house. When we have a house sponsored by an organization or a group of churches, it's about $50,000 as a sponsorship, and that's about half the cost of building a Habitat house. And we realized that we were getting right to that area in the turkey trot, so now we actually connect up a house to the turkey trot and invite the runners and participants to volunteer on the house when it's built. So last year's
that's cool.
turkey trot house is going up just a few blocks from here on Castle Street. And it's should be finished just before Thanksgiving, and so a family should be spending their first Thanksgiving in their own home in the house built by last year's runners and
wow,
walkers.
that's pretty cool.
And we'll do it again next year, and sometime next spring or summer we'll start up this year's turkey trot house.
Gotcha. Do you all need volunteers for the turkey trot?
Oh yes, we can always use volunteers, and people.
So it might be something that some of the high school students could do for their Beta Club or Honor Society hours?
That's a great idea, yeah.
Okay. How would they find that opportunity?
Well, they would just have to call 762-4744. That's the Habitat office, or go to capefearhabitat.org on the internet.
Easy
and
enough.
We'll sign them up.
Easy
You
enough.
can sign up to volunteer online, quick and
nice.
painless, and geared towards younger generation.
Gotcha. So tell us about other opportunities with Habitat.
Well, the main opportunity that people seem to enjoy the most is helping us build. And we build on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
Okay.
There's usually 3 to 4 houses going on in different parts of town. And again, you can go online and find out what we're doing and how many people we need at all those sites if you sign up as a volunteer. We can always use volunteers at our restores. We now have 3 restores, one
I didn't know
downtown. Yeah, we expanded.
Okay.
We have one downtown on 3rd Street,
Right.
One in Ogden,
That I knew.
and we just opened up in Burgaw this
okay.
spring.
Nice.
So right in downtown Burgaw, and we use volunteers at all those locations. And one of the perks of volunteering is you get to see all the stuff as it comes in, and see all the neat stuff that comes in, because it never stays long. We post things on Facebook or Twitter, and look
This
what
just
just
came
came in, and somebody will come in half an hour later out of breath and sorry, it's already gone. That's part of the fun of the restores. Things are always coming in and out.
Very good, very good. Well, thank you so much for sharing this information. And the Turkey Trot is Thanksgiving Day. They can register online.
Yep.
And is that at capefearhabitat.org?
.org.
That was easy enough. I remembered it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see some friends out there. We'll be
I
back
hope
in a
so.
few minutes right after these messages.
Your company can join these local businesses in offering students with disabilities the much-needed experience to compete in today's job market.
To see the kids every day come in and certainly have a sense of accomplishment and get to do a job well done, it's very enriching to not only the kids but also to all of us around here.
For young people with disabilities, participating in mentoring programs, job shadowing, and internships are great ways to make them stand out among other job applicants.
I'd say it's kind of a win-win. I mean, not only you're doing the right thing for the community and these kids, but you're also allowing them to grow and get the skills necessary to be successful in the future.
Internships serve as skill-building tools for students to obtain vital career development. If your business would like more information on how it can benefit from adding a student intern from New Hanover County Schools to its roster, please contact the Special Education Department now at 254-4445.
They're doing a fantastic job and we couldn't be happier.
Lucy Vasquez, Director of Amigos International, joins us every year to tell us about the Festival Latino, and this year is no exception. So Lucy, tell us a little bit about it this year.
Well, we're going into our 20 years of doing Festival Latino.
Is it the
no,
20th?
This is the 19th.
Okay.
We're headed that way. So this is
Right.
19th. We're almost there.
Okay.
It's crazy. I tell everyone that it's got a life of its own. We just haven't even finished yet 1 year, and people are already calling and making sure that they're on for next year. And I'm like, if I just don't show up, maybe it'll just happen all by itself.
I don't think that's going to work.
But it's a great festival. It's a lot of Latino food. I think the highlight of the festival is the food. And you're not going to find this food anywhere around here.
And what kind of food? Share with the
We're
viewers.
talking about El Salvador, las pupusas. That is the main thing. I mean, they have the longest line.
Yeah.
People are willing to wait hours just to get pupusas, but you're going to find it but once a year around here. And they are great. I highly recommend the Salvador, from the country of El Salvador, the pupusas. They are it's a cornmeal mass. They open it up, they fill it up with cheese and meat, then they put this slaw on top and a really delicious sauce. It is so good, and it's not that expensive. And
it's worth waiting a couple hours.
Oh my gosh, it definitely must be, because everybody does it every year. So this year we have 2 of those booths.
Oh, good.
Yes, and we have about 5 booths from Mexico. They're all cooking different foods from different parts of Mexico. And again, handmade tortillas, handmade flour tortillas. I mean, that's not something you're going to find around here.
Right.
And we have Venezuela. They are arepas. It's a white meal. I don't know, it's corn. I don't know what kind of thing it is, but almost the same thing as El Salvador, but with a different type of grain, I would say. And then they fill it up with whatever you ask, if you want a vegetarian or a meat or something. But they are seriously thinking of opening up a restaurant.
Oh,
and so
there you go.
they're gonna give it a try. I hope everybody comes out and tries the Venezuela arepas. We have Colombia, the country of Colombia. They're gonna have empanadas. They're gonna have meat-filled potatoes. It's just every country has their different flavors. So we have Honduras, El Salvador, Venezuela. We have Cuba, Puerto Rico, Colombia. So countries and foods that you don't find around here. Gotcha. So I highly recommend the food. Go. A lot of people take their Tupperwares, you know what I'm talking about, Rubbermaid Tupperwares.
Sure.
And then they take it home, and you can freeze it. And I think there's one booth that sells a dozen tamales already frozen, and you just take them home and thaw them. And so lots of music, great Latino music, salsa, merengue. If you like to dance, it's great, even if you don't dance, to watch the people that do know how to dance. And so there's like food, music, dance contests on Saturday, singing contests on Sunday. We have great folklore dancing teams. We have a team coming in from Guatemala, the country of Guatemala, and they are going to dance. There are about 3 different folklore dances from that country. And we have a great exhibitors section with, we try to have as many exhibitors as possible. We reached 100, and so there's a lot to see and do and find information about what's going on locally. And we have a great kids fiesta. I think that's also another big highlight. If you have a lot of children, it's free. So the kids get to go to all the inflatables, get to enjoy the piñatas every hour, a Mexican hat race every hour. They get little prizes, and it's a great event. It's to celebrate the Latino culture, but more than anything, I think, it's for the Latino community to celebrate their culture and share with others.
And is there a fee to get into the festival?
There is no fee.
Just a fee for whatever you
Yes,
you would
whatever
buy.
you're going to buy, whatever you're going to purchase, be it arts and crafts.
And this is a 2-day event now, right?
This is 2-day now. We did this because it's just gets so many people on Saturday. We're just so jam-packed. Everybody wanted to enjoy the festival all in one day. So what we did is we do anybody with children and kids, please come on Saturday. So from 11 until 4, it's a kids fiesta. You have everything going on, in complete festival. And then on Sunday, it's just food and entertainment. So just go get your food, go sit in front of the stage and eat your food and enjoy the entertainment.
And do the bands change throughout the day?
Yes, the bands change throughout the day, all the performances and everything. It's not just all bands. It's not bands. It's really a lot of folklore dancing, individual singers, trios, and then the bands are in the evening. And on Sunday, it's just a lot of entertainment with folklore dancing.
And is it the same hour Saturday and Sunday?
Yes, same hour Saturday and Sunday. Well, Saturday goes into the evening with just food and music all the way until 8 p.m.
But if you have the children come out from 11 to 4?
Yes, if you have kids and you want them to enjoy Kids Fiesta, piñatas every hour, Mexican hat race every hour, that is just until about 4 or 5 we start tearing down.
Okay, did we talk about where it was?
No, the Festival Latino's in Ogden Park.
Okay.
That's over on Market and Gordon. And admission is free. There is no cost to get in. And it's Saturday and Sunday, November the 11th and the 12th.
Now, is parking a problem? Are there shuttles from anywhere, or pretty much everybody fits up there?
We're working on trying to provide some little shuttles with golf carts and everything, but usually it works out.
Gotcha.
I mean, now that we went to the 2-day, it really works out. Yes, parking was a problem. We were all just one day Saturday, but we've got it figured out now. Okay. It's a really wonderful event. If you love Latino food, and I'm talking about most people only know Mexican food around here, but if you like that, you've got to come to Festival Latino because we have the best Mexican food at the festival. And then I would venture out into all the other countries. Something that a lot of people don't know is Mexican food has to be hot. I mean, that's the trademark of Mexico. It's hot, it's spicy.
Yeah.
All the other countries do not have spicy food. You have to add spice if you want it spicy. Everything else is not spicy. So people that are fearful of spicy food, the other countries do not cook with spice.
Gotcha.
Hot sauce.
So lots and lots of good food, November 11th and 12th, Ogden Park. No fee except for what you're purchasing. And if you have kids, Saturday from 11 to 4.
Yes, Saturday from 11 to 4. It's just going to be wonderful.
Thanks for updating us on this year, and good luck with it. Next year's 20th.
I know, it's so exciting. I'm working on it. I want to make it a big celebration.
Very good. We'll be back in a few minutes, right after these messages.
Get connected with your school system. Your School News covers news that matters for parents, guardians, and Greater New Hanover County. Stories about preparing students for success in a changing world. Stories where students are achievers.
Internship, we pretty much made a vehicle from spare parts, and at first we made it so it just moved, and then we made it so it was an electrical vehicle.
Stories of teaching where every child yearns to learn.
Today is all about STEAM. STEAM is kind of the key word to tying art into science, technology, engineering, and math.
Your School News brings viewers more than 8 hours of school news and information, reporting on what's happening in the district, what students are learning, how the school system operates, and beyond. Your School News, only on this channel.
I am joined by Carolyn DeGramont. She is a school social worker at Miraval Elementary School, and she's here to talk to us about a partnership they have with Northside Church. So tell us what it is and how it began.
Well, we've had a relationship with Northside for years. Our school is only 12 years old, but Northside has been around for decades, and so when our school first came around, they reached out to us immediately. One interesting fact, really, really great fact that I found out was that Northside used to purchase our student planners. Well, the student planners were made by prisoners in Florida by a print shop. So Northside would go ahead and collect their small groups on Sundays, the Sunday school. They would collect small little offerings, and then they went ahead and purchased our planners. And mind you, we're one of the largest elementary schools in the county. So we fluctuate anywhere between 680 to over 700 students.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a big elementary school.
It is a very big elementary school. And so they would purchase planners for all of our students. So it was a win-win situation for everyone, where the Northside saw the importance of our students being focused and organized, and then our students got quality planners, and then the prisoners were industrious, so it was just win-win. And then from there, Northside pretty much just adopted our school, and they would go ahead and take up more collections, and they would treat us to little gifts and little treats, and we'd have donuts, you know. They let us know that we were appreciated, and that you know, they just really appreciated everything that we were doing for the community, as well as what we did for them.
How has it grown over the years?
Well, you know, as Northside has grown, so has our relationship.
Nice.
They used to let us use, well, they still do, but we use their Life Center, where we would hold special events, meetings, and then they would also allow us, our graduating class is very large. So they would deliver their stackable chairs onto our campus so that we could use it and we could accommodate everybody there.
And not have to rent them.
And not have to rent them, exactly.
Nice.
But, you know, they would do little things like that. As their buildings grew, they built the sanctuary, which everybody knows as the Hershey Kiss building.
Yeah, I kind of say the Onion Church.
The Onion, that's right, the Onion Church. Well, the Hershey Kiss building, it's state of the art.
I've been inside.
So you know exactly what I'm talking about, the lighting, everything, it's amazing. And then we would have our events there. So right now, for instance, in March, we're having the Lion King there. And the Lion King production is going to be huge, but along with the space comes their professional staff. So their tech guys, you know, Sean Breedlove, who is the facility manager, and Worth Crowley, they took the time out of their busy schedule to come and sit down with us and find out what it is that we needed for this, you know, for this event. And that's every single year. This is what Northside does, and we just tell them what we need, and they just make it happen. So it's wonderful.
They are very kind.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Act of Kindness program.
So Acts of Kindness is a collaboration between the Northside Church, the PTA, and our school.
Okay.
We write grants, and what we do is we'll write grants for economic assistance grants and assistance for families. So what we'll do is we'll identify families who are students with families who are facing hardships, and they then we'll help them with either food, clothing, or, like I said, small little economic assistance grants such as lighting bills. You know, if a power bill is disconnected, water is disconnected, we'll help those families out. Our school population is very unique when we're a Title I population also. So a lot of our families are working class poor. And what they'll apply for assistance at DSS and they won't get it because they just don't, you know, they don't qualify.
Sure.
So with the small economic assistance grants, we are able to help them bridge that gap. I'm losing my train of thought.
It's okay. We were just talking about the grants and how Northside, how do they support it? Financially?
Well, what they did is that one of our grant providers is Christian based. So Northside actually helped us to submit the grant.
Oh, okay.
And that was our jumping board for our backpack program. And that's where we started from. So the Acts of Kindness came from the backpack program. You know, some other schools have the NC Nourish. Well, we have our own backpack program, and Northside helped us to do that. Jennifer Groves, who is the director over at the preschool, her students helped to pack those bags every single week for us and deliver them to Murrayville. So that helped a lot. Cool. It really did, yeah.
So the relationship runs deeper than just the programs.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Well, you know, we are there 12 years, so we have 12 years of students, plus their families, plus their siblings that are coming through Northside. Many of those students attend Northside. And so what happens is, you know, they're attending those youth groups, Awana groups, everything, and then they end up coming back and giving us what they've learned, you know, their growth spiritually, they're bringing that back into Northside as well.
So if it's been 12 years, they've almost done the whole cycle.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
through attrition, they'll continue that.
Exactly. We love Northside. You know, we just hope to have a very long relationship with them.
Sounds like it's going to continue.
I hope so.
What else is going on at Murrayville that's keeping you busy?
It's a busy school. There's so much going on. Just a lot of PTA events. This week we're having the Fall Festival, so we're very excited about that. I mean, we have hundreds of people that attend the Fall Festival. So I will be the clairvoyant. I am the fortune teller.
Okay. Oh boy.
So I get to dress up as that. I'm trying to, just a lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks for coming in and telling us the great things that Northside's doing.
Thank you.
It's a great partnership, and
thank you.
Hopefully that can be mirrored in other schools and community partners.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Great. We'll be back in a few minutes right after these messages.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. Or you could study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
We hope you've enjoyed our program today. The Wrightsville Beach Turkey Trot will be held on Thanksgiving Day, November 23rd, along the loop at Wrightsville Beach. You can register or learn more about volunteer opportunities by visiting the website capefearhabitat.org or call 762-4744, extension 105. And Festival Latino will take place on Saturday and Sunday, November 11th and 12th at Ogden Park. Admission is free and events begin at 11 a.m. You can call 341-0007 or visit their website at amigosinternational.org for more information. If you ever have any questions about the topics we discussed here on the show today, please call the school system's public relations office at 254-4180 or check out the school system's website at www.nhcs.net. I'm Sheila Evans. Thanks for joining me today.